China at it again, successfully testing a hypersonic nuclear missile. There it is, a artist rendition of what the missile looks like. Bill Gertz for the Washington Free Beacon has reported, yes, that China has successfully flight tested its new high-speed maneuvering warhead last week, just days after Russia carried out its own hypersonic glider test. That's according to Pentagon officials. Now, we also reported that in the wake of the Russian test, the Pentagon came out and said, hey, we need laser beams to take these things out because there's nothing faster than the speed of light, and we need them to take out these hypersonic missiles. Now, the article states here from the Free Beacon that the test of the developmental DFZF hypersonic glide vehicle was monitored after launch Friday atop a ballistic missile that was fired from the Wuzhai Missile Launch Center in central China. That's according to officials who were familiar with the test. The maneuvering glider was traveling at several thousand miles per hour. It was tracked by satellites as it flew west along the edge of the atmosphere to an impact area in the western part of the country. It was the 7th successful flight test of the revolutionary glider, which travels at speeds between 4,000 and 7,000 miles per hour. The article states that U.S. intelligence officials have assessed that China plans to use the glider to deliver nuclear weapons through increasingly sophisticated missile defenses. The DFZF also could be used as part of a conventional strategic strike weapon capable of hitting targets around the world within an hour. Yes, 60 minutes to your death. That's what would happen if the Chinese decide to launch this bad boy up in the sky. They could hit any part of the planet within an hour. That is a terrifying, terrifying prospect. So there you have it. But you know what? China's not the only one developing these things. Of course, like we mentioned, the Russians are developing their own. The United States is developing their own. So pretty soon, this hypersonic nuclear arms race, well, it's already underway. Clearly, it's already underway.
Shalom, AHCHYAM. This is Ariella. First off, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua. Once again, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua. I want to send double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I want to send peace, love, and salutation to all you AHCHYAM out there kicking the word on the globe in sincerity and truth. And this is just going to be a quick lesson, man. If you see the clip of China testing a supersonic missile that can basically travel anywhere in the world in an hour or less. And this is fulfilling biblical prophecy, man, because World War III is basically already been started in word, but we're going to see it happen indeed here pretty soon, man. All these different nations are positioning themselves and basically going to their own corners to get started with the Third World's woe. So I just want to read this scripture real quick, man, and a little wilderness is edifying. This is Revelation, the 18th chapter, and the 10th verse. It says, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. And if we understand Babylon, we understand that Babylon is talking about an entire system. It's talking about a nation, okay? And that woman that was sitting on the beast was Mystery Babylon, man. And that's America, okay? And so that place is going to be destroyed. America is going to be destroyed by what? Thermonuclear fire, man. These missiles that are being created by Russia, by China, and all these other nations are going to be used to utterly destroy that great city Babylon, which is America, okay? Let's go to verse 11. It says, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth her merchandise anymore. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and thine wood and all manner of vessels of ivory and all manner of vessels of most precious wood and of brass and iron and marble. See, all the global economic system is going to be absolutely wasted in World War III, man. And who's at the head of that global economic system? All the traffic and commerce that goes on across the world? The United States of America, man. The United States is the #1 consumer nation amongst all the nations in the planet Earth. And all these nations are waxed rich by this fiat currency system that the West under America perpetuates. Okay? Verse 13, and cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves and souls of men. Okay? And the fruits that thy soul lusted after are departed from thee, and all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all. The merchants of these things, which were made rich by her, shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing. So all these nations that have basically gotten rich from the commerce and the back and forth of America, they're going to be like, oh shit, how are we going to basically sustain ourselves? What are we going to do now to maintain our foothold in this global economy, man? What are we going to do now? Because not only is it just going to be just America going down, man, all these systems that have been supported by America, all of them are going to crash, okay? All these banking systems, all these systems of democracy, all these systems of the status quo in society, these social norms that have been set up, all of that's going to be taken away, man, okay? So a lot of the BS that these places got rich by, you ain't going to be able to get rich with the GMO foods and selling lobster and selling all these other things. Everything is going to be totally rearranged, man. You ain't going to be selling no more Hondas, okay? All that stuff, you ain't going to be selling no more Range Rovers, okay? All that stuff is going to be taken away, okay? Verse 16, it says, and saying, alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. And that's how America is looked upon by these other nations. America is looked upon as that rich, bolstering nation where you can go and drink Starbucks and have a good time and everybody's free and happy and just having fun, man. Everybody's pretty much wealthy, compared to other nations that's living off of less than $2 a day. America, everybody's rich, you know what I mean? You got Issachar that'll come over to America and make $11 an hour, and they sending money to Mexico. They like, man, we got a cousin over in the United States making $11 an hour. He rich, So all that's going to be wiped away, okay? Revelation 18 and 17, it says, for in 1 hour so great riches has come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors and as many as trade by sea stood afar off. All right, 1 hour, man, those missiles are going to be able to travel and decimate America, coming from China, coming from Russia, and other different nations that have ICBM technology, man. This thing is going to go down that fast, man, and there's not going to be any escape from it. Okay, verse 18, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? Okay, so that's what's going to happen, man, and so Lord willing, man, this is edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. Double honor to Apostle and Elders, a great millstone. Much peace, love, and salutation to all AHCHYAM, kicking the word sincerity and truth. We see everything is being put together within the algorithm, and it's all fitting within the word of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. It's beautiful. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.